Hey everybody, it's Danielle here from DKW Styling. Okay, I have not done a video forever. I've just been really busy, but I wanted to jump on really quick. I kind of wanted to talk about hair colors for fall that I'm loving, give you guys a few tips on products that I'm loving, especially for hair extensions. I specialize and I educate in color and extensions, so I like to do videos on hair tutorials and things like that. I also started doing a little bit of fashion blogging. So check out my blog. There's a link below this video. If you're on YouTube, click on that link. It'll take you directly to my blog where you can find out a little bit more about me, see some of my work, and click on my gallery page as well. Okay, so let's talk about some hair colors that are hot for fall this year. Color, what I'm noticing, organic color is huge. Organic meaning if you look, so I look at my little 6-year-old's hair and everybody always asks if I've given her highlights and I'm like, no, but I love the organic meaning kind of where the sun hits the hair, that's where you're going to kind of see more of the highlights. You'll notice even with my color, what I do is I like kind of that smudged look on top, but I don't like it to be just smudged and then really blonde. I want it to look kind of like that organic color. So mine has a lot of caramely tones, and I mostly just have, I freehand or balayage a few blondes on my ends, and then I like my color to kind of look like lighter around the face, and then at an angle have lighter ones peek through. And I also want to share in this video, if you guys have seen some of my work, how I think through color and how I do a lot of my color. I feel like we're steering away from, the over balayaged ends, meaning it just looks like you've basically randomly painted a lot of your ends lighter, but it's too much now. It goes from dark to light. Or we're moving away from kind of that harsh smudge where it's just, again, like a dark cap on the head and then highlights. We want more softer, seamless finish. In this video, if you do like some of my colors, I actually want to share with you guys some tips and tricks of how I think through color and what's helped me. So typically with a lot of my clients, including on my own hair, I like to bump the base. Now when you're bumping the base, be careful. I only prefer to bump 1 to 2 shades. It seems like if you go a little bit higher than that, you end up with brassy roots. And if you're a hairstylist or if you're not, I love it when people come into me and they say, Danielle, my hair pulls red. It just depends on what your natural level is to find out where your hair is going to lift. So if you're naturally a dark brown and you lift too many shades, it's going to look brassy, because how hair lifts, it goes from red to gold, yellow, and then white. So when I'm bumping a base, I start by just bumping 1 to 2 shades. I am naturally a level 6, which is a medium brown, and I just bump it to a level 7. And it kind of it warms it up, and it gives it really that honey. After I bump my client's base, I usually kind of assess the hair and look where does it need to be evened out. I do a combination of foiling as well as balayage or freehand. So I go in and I place my foils kind of like you would do an all over or a partial weave, but I usually start at the nape and work my way up. To kind of get the face trimming highlights, what I do is I foil probably 2 or 3 going forward, but I don't touch it right at the roots because I've already painted my base there. So I usually kind of run my base into my lightener to really give it that soft, seamless look. 2 tips that I want to give hairstylists out there, or if you're not a hairstylist and you like some of my videos, maybe you could communicate this to your stylist. I try and avoid putting any foils directly in the crown. They can end up streaky. I always ask my clients also where you part your hair, and I don't put any foils or paint any pieces directly on the part so that it just gives it this soft, natural, seamless look. So those are some tricks and tips as far as how I think through color. Another pointer that I want to give you guys if you are a hairstylist, and this was kind of a game changer for me, is always think of your client as yourself. It's hard for clients to come in and communicate what they want because they don't do hair, right? So they may show you a picture of Giselle or Jennifer Aniston and they tell you they want these cool beigey blondes. And you're looking at it going, oh my gosh, those are warm honey blondes. And so it's hard for us to communicate that is warm honey tones because a lot of people are freaked out by warm honey tones. So it's important to, a lot of times, if you're not comfortable doing what your client asks on your client's hair, chances are that's not really what they want. They just don't know how to explain what they want a lot of times. So for me, the minute that I decided to look at my client's hair as if it was my own hair, no matter what the age or their style is, I kind of ask myself, okay, would I be comfortable doing this on my own hair? And if the answer is yes, then I go ahead and get started. If the answer is no, I kind of feel like I need to further the consultation with my client and let them know this might not be exactly what you want so that you can get on the same page with your client. So anyways, that's a tip or trick if you are a stylist. Another thing that kind of thinking of the client in that way, when I'm done, I think sometimes, color is a science. If you know the fundamentals of color, you know how it lifts, you know how it deposits, but sometimes how we place it can be a little bit of a guessing. So a lot of times, we're kind of blowing out our clients and we're looking at their hair and they're looking in the mirror and there's just this one piece that's too bright or too dark. As a stylist, I want to be the first one to tell that to my client instead of my client telling it to me. I get it kind of blown out and I say, you know what? I'm not 100% happy with this particular piece. It might take me 5 minutes to tone back down or just foil a highlight on there to kind of touch up that little area. And I'll just let my next client know that I'm running late because again, I'm imagining that my client sitting in the chair is me. And would I be happy with the results that I'm giving my client? So if you're a stylist, it's worth the extra time that it takes to kind of touch and tweak to really give your clients a good result. And I promise your clients will love that. Real quick, I want to share some products with you guys that I'm loving. So my bangs are always like having a hard time growing. So I have been using this, I've showed this on some of my other videos, but it's Extreme, it's Anti-Snap by Redken. And a little of this goes a long way. It's kind of heavy and really I think you only need to use it, I'd say probably every other day. So on your damaged areas, I would just squirt a little bit out and kind of put it through the ends a little bit, and this helps to kind of repair your ends. But like I said, a little bit goes a long way, and maybe just use it on the days you wash your hair or every other day. With extensions, I wear extensions in my hair, and I feel like my natural hair is really fine, and so I feel like with wearing extensions as well as having my real hair, it's almost like treating two different types of hair. So I'm really into mixing and matching shampoos and conditioners to kind of give me the result that I want. So I have been really liking, it's just by Redken. I kind of switch off between Redken and Pureology a lot, but this is one called Body Full, and it's just a lightweight conditioner if you have fine hair. But then with extensions, like I said, I feel like with extensions you always have to have a more moisturizing conditioner because if you don't, they look dry, they look tangled, and you just have to go with the heavier conditioner. This one I'm liking, this is like almost gone, so don't be scared by the bottle, but it's by Big Sexy. It's their Silky Sexy Hair, and it's their light version. Pureology also has a really nice Hydrate Light. Because I have fine hair, I always kind of go for hydrating, but kind of the lighter versions if it's available so that it's not as heavy. So anyways, this is a good one for hair extensions specifically. If you don't wear hair extensions, you might not love it because it's a little bit heavier, but I like it for my extensions. Okay, you guys, so those are my products that I'm loving. I'm going to post pictures on my blog of just, pretty celebrity hair that I'm loving as far as color and things like that for fall of 2013. So if you want to see that post, click on the link below this video and it'll take you directly to my blog. Also, if you have followed some of my work, I am going to be offering an online education as far as how I do extensions. Now, I do a method of extensions that I call natural beaded rows, and I know that there is a ton of different other methods very similar to how I do it. I feel like I've tweaked the color, I've tweaked the cut, I've tweaked the placement, and kind of really made it my own thing to where it blends, it looks natural, you can pull it up, and things like that. So in my online education, I kind of want to offer a package deal. Color is huge with extensions. I feel like anybody can put extensions in. You don't even necessarily have to do hair. You do have to do hair in order to blend, color, and cut the extensions correctly, in my opinion. So anyways, you guys, I'm excited to be launching my online education. If you like some of my work, you might be interested. Keep checking back on my website and my blog, and I'll update you guys. I was hoping to have it done by now, but I'm so detailed. I really want it to cover basically my last 11 years of experience with extensions in fine-tuning, problem solving, things like that, to really help you have a good product to offer to your clients and know how to blend and color and fix any problems that might come up with your clients as far as wearing extensions. Anyways, you guys, this was kind of a lot of information that I covered on this video today, but I hope it helped. I try and share tips and tricks along my hair journey and my hair experience to help other stylists, or just if you love hair and fashion and things like that, hopefully you like my videos. Alright, you guys, we'll see you next time, and don't forget to check out my blog or my website.